This is Ramu, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In today's class, we are going to discuss about file I/O operations. In the last class, we have seen standard input-output operations like printf, scanf, gets, puts, getchar, putchar. Right? In today's class, we are going to concentrate on the file I/O operations. Please remember, if you use prefix with f, all operations is converted into the file operation. See, for example, printf, right? To print the data in the standard console. If you want to write a data into the file, you just use fprintf, fscanf, fgetc, fputc, fgets, fputs, right? Fread and fwrite. These are the four kinds of operations in file I/O operation. See, we'll see one by one. The first, fgetc and fputc. If you observe clearly, fgetc is a function is used to read a data from the file, and fputc is a function is used to write a data into the file. That is the difference of fgetc and fputc. So both functions are used to read or write only single character at a time, right? And if fgetc is going to take one argument as an input, that is a file argument, file pointer. Coming to the fputc is going to take the two arguments. One is the character, what you want to write into the file, and next one is the file pointer, which file you are going to update, right? So these are the syntaxes for the fgetc and fputc. See, in this syntax, you're going to take only one argument, that is a file pointer. And coming to the putc, it is going to be the character, first argument, and next is the file pointer. Is this clear? The both functions are used to read and write single character at a time, right? And for example, if you read all the data from the file, entire data from the file, then so how would you know that what is the last character of in given file? We don't know, right? But please remember, every file, end of the file is represented with -1. End of the file is represented with -1. Or you can use EOF, end of the file also. You can use any one of the argument, either -1, you can use either -1 or end of the file. Any one of the using this data, you're going to find the end of the file. See, we'll see a small example. Here in this program, I have one function. I'm going to open a file. See, IRE. If you observe that IRE file contain, I'll show you the IRE file contain "Hi, how are you" is a message, and I want to read this data and print into the console. That is my task here. Please note here. First, I opened a file with a read mode. You know, already we discussed all the modes: read mode, write mode, append mode, right? So if you open a file in the read mode, so there is a possibility to read a data from the file. If the file is not exist, it is going to return the error. The file is already exists, right? Even if you want to check the kind of expression, you just use f equal to null. When f contains null means then see the file is empty. For file is not open, or error, you just print the error message. That's all. If it is not means in the other case the file is opened successfully. If the file is opened successfully means, see here you have a provision. You have a provision to first read a character by character from the file, right? Yes or no? So for that, I'm going to use a while loop. fgetc means c equal to fgetc of, what is the file pointer name? F, right? I wrote f here. If. So this will repeat until is not equal to -1 or end of the file. Yes or no? See here, I'm going to use printf of %c, comma, the data is available to the C. Observe clearly what happened here. What is going to happen here? See, here it is going to read the data from the F, right? That will store here C. If this loop is repeat until C value is -1. So -1 means it represents the end of the file. End of the file. Right? See, what it is going to display. If you run this code, observe clearly, if you run this code, hi, how are you? The reason is it printed each and every character. So if you want to print each and every character by line, you just use a slash n here. Then if you run this code, see, if get C, yeah, forgot it. Not F get C. See, hi, how are you? Have you observed each and every character in single line? Is this clear? What you did here, you read data from the here. For example, if you change this data is IRE is a engineering college, right? Is engineering college. So whatever it may be. See, if you run this code, see, have printed the input which you have given in the file. Is this clear? Now, my task is to copy this data, IRE data, into the IRE1 file. IRE1 file. See, I open IRE1 file. See, this is the empty file, right? This is the empty file. Now, I'm going to copy this data from here to IRE1 by using fgetc. So, you know, fgetc is going to read a data from the file, right? And here, I'm going to activate to create a file, IRE1.x. See, if the file is not available, it is going to create the file. If the file is available, then it is going to override. Means here W means the file is not available, it creates a file. If the file is already available, it overrides the data. Please remember. Right? The next thing here. So here, I opened a file in read mode, the first file, and second file in the write mode. Means I am going to copy data from IRE to IRE1. That is my task. You know already, if you want to read a character by character, you just use a fgetc. If you want to write a data into the file, then you should use fputc. Fputc is a function. It is going to write data into the file, right? See how it will work. Instead of printing, I'm going to write a fputc here. fputc of C character, and what is the file pointer? F1, right? In F contains IRE file, F1 contains IRE1. Now, if you run this code, is the file is executed successfully? Yes. If you open IRE1, see, I opened IRE1, then it is going to IRE is a college. In IRE text, the same, you just copy the data from one file to another file. Is this clear? This is the purpose of fgetc. You can use your own purpose based on the requirements. Is this clear? Now, we'll see next kind of file IO function. Fgets and fputs. Fgets and fputs. See, fgets is a function is going to use to read a string from the input. And fputs is a function is going to write a data into the file. That is the difference. Please note this. Fgets and fputs. Right? In fgets, generally, end of the file is represented with -1, right? But fgets is going to represent the end of the file is null. Right? See, first see the syntax, how it is, how it looks like. If you observe the fgets contains the three arguments. See, the first one is the string which you want to write. The string which you want to write into the file. And what is the length of the string? So, how many characters you are going to write? Reading from the file. How many characters you are going to read from the file? And what is the file name? So, that many characters stored here. And fputs is a function is going to write into the file, right? So, what is the string you are going to write? The string, what string you are going to write, and in which file pointer? See, let us do one thing here. I'm going to read a data. So already we have a program with f gets, right? So f gets, see, one function is there. So here instead of that, I'm going to use a f gets, right? F gets is a function. It is going to read a data from the file, right? And the format of the function is, what is the character, I mean, which data you are going to read. C means C data. Means the copy into the C, right? How many characters? Each time I'm going to read 3 characters only. And what is the file pointer? So instead of this, I'm going to use f puts here. F puts. See, I'm going to write a small data here. So IRE is college, right? And if you run this code with C should be, what is that? String, right? So it has a 10 characters, but we're going to copy 3 characters from the given file. 3 characters, because you mentioned 3 only, right? That is why it is going to read 3 characters. See, if you run this code and it has one error, what is that? Expected, yeah, we missed f gets. Okay. Yes. So here f gets of C, comma 3 number of characters and file pointer, and not equal to, yes, we forgot semicolon here. That's all. See, if you run this code, sorry, here puts only, not f puts, because I'm going to write a data, right? F puts only. See, the data is repeated. The reason is here, what statement you have used here? What statement you used? -1, right? So you should use null. Here. If you run this code, now see, 3 characters, right? 3 characters means it includes a null character also. Means it's going to be 2 characters at a time. See, if you use 4 characters, then it is going to be the 3 characters at a time. Got it? 3 characters. Now my task is to write this data into the file using f puts. Just use f puts of C, comma, what is the file pointer? F1, right? So I hope the F1 is empty. The reason is you executed the multiple times, right? That is the reason. See, if you run this code, the program is executed successfully, and yes, you open this one. IRE is a college. Yes or no? This the data is available. This is the data is available here. Got it? Yeah, no. Is this clear? So this is the how f gets and f puts will work. Next, we'll see f printf and f scanf. Right? F printf is going to read a data in terms of file format specifier, like printf scanf, how you used, right? And f scanf. And f scanf is also read a data from the file until you'll get a -1. Only f gets is going to use a null. The remaining all going to use -1 only. See, if you use -1, observe clearly here. For example, if you use f printf and f scanf, so instead of f gets, you just use a f printf. Sorry, f scanf. F scanf of, right? Here, see what you need to mention here. F scanf of first file pointer f, right? Next, what is the data you going to access? %s, right? And that should be stored at C, right? That's all until you will get -1, right? So instead of this, you just use a puts. You'll get some idea how it is going to read a data. See, if you run this code, IRE. So why you didn't mention any size, but it is why it is going to display IRE is a college means. You know that scanf is going to read a data until a space. When the space comes, it is going to read that the next argument is going to stored in the next variable. That is why it is going to read the space by space. That is the only difference. Is this clear? And if you want to write a data into the file, so you just use instead of f puts, here uses a f printf. That's all. F printf of the file. Is this clear? How f printf is work and how f scanf will work. And the next thing, f read and f write. If you observe the f read and f write, if you want to write a structure into the file, then you go for the f read and f write. See, they mentioned that f write is function is used to write a records, a sequence of files. Write a records. For example, if you want to write entire structure into the file, then you can use this kind of method. F write, entire structure writing into the file. F read, we're going to read entire structure from the file. Right? Here, for example, if you take the structure, struct of, 1 minute. See, if you struct of example, right, int of age, care of name of 10. For example, this is your structure. If you want to write this structure into the file, if you stored A is a structure, right? A is a structure. Then you just use this one here. See, f read of. For example, if you want to read or if you want to write f read of ampersand A address, you should take ampersand A, size of that. So 1. So what is the size of that one? Size of A, comma, what is n here? N means how many files you are going to write? One time, one record. And what is the file pointer? F, that's all. Write the data. So you just use the same thing here for writing also. F write of ampersand A and size of A, right, 1 comma F. This is the statement you are going to writing and reading a data from the file in terms of structure. So most of the real-time projects are based on the structures only. So try to practice it. In the problem solving, I will explain with a clear-cut example. Okay, is this clear? In today's class, we have seen f get C, f put C, right, and f puts, f gets, and f printf, f scanf, and f write and f read. Okay, is this clear? So thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.